another death in the family.
And only 3 days after, well, you know.
Oh, you're all dressed up, Laura, and looking beautiful. Those are lovely new shoes you're wearing.
Mary, what are you doing here?
I've come to see how you're feeling.
You know me, Mary. I've never been able to express my feelings easily.
Yes, I know. But with a belly full of drink, you've always been very colourful expressing your feelings. Hey, Joe?
With the day that's in it, I've been thinking about things. You know, my life, the way I've treated people, the way I've treated you. It hasn't all been bad, has it? Do you remember the time we went to the fancy dress dance in White's Hotel? You dressed up as Little Bo Peep, and I dressed up as the Hunchback in Notre Dame. That was a great night. You should have won Best Dressed. You looked incredible. And the other time, when we...
What's the matter, Joe? Have you run out of happy memories already? Your life has been one big blur. All you ever thought about was yourself.
When I was younger, I was made believe I would make something of myself. My ma constantly told me that I would grow up and become either a doctor or a teacher. There was always drink in the house and people knew it. They would regularly call in. Day and night, parties would flare up out of nothing. One party after another. It didn't matter what age I was let drink regardless. And over time, my ma's ambition for me becoming a doctor or a teacher became a pipe dream. That faded into oblivion.
Well, there it is. A typical alcoholic. Blame everybody else but himself.
No, I'm not blaming...
You had choices. Choices, Joe. You could have easily chosen to take the help that family and friends offered you. On numerous occasions, people went out of their way to get you dry. But what did you do? You humiliated them and threw it back in their faces. No wonder they all washed their hands of you. All those years of torment, the endless rows, bloody noses, black eyes, broken ribs. Not to mention the amount of television sets we went through.
Mary, please. They'll hear you.
Oh, Joe is sober and worried about what the neighbours will say. The shame of it. You didn't worry about the shame of it when you threw our television set out through the front window. Nor when you told the parish priest to fuck off and die. You didn't worry about the shame of it when you were out getting barred from every pub in the parish. And you certainly didn't think about the shame of it when you were out whoring around.
Mary, the neighbours.
They can't hear us. And even if they can, so what?
What do you mean, whoring around?
What do I mean? I'll tell you what I mean. One night, when you came in late, I was lying in bed, waiting for the usual onslaught. But it never came. It was unusually quiet. So I got out of bed and I went downstairs. The kitchen door was ajar, and I could see through the opening. And there you were, standing by the sink, with your pants down around your ankles, washing your bits.
I don't remember that, Mary. I wouldn't have done that to you.
So what was it then? A sudden urge to fondle your special place? Our marriage didn't stand a chance. It was all right in the beginning, for about 5 minutes, and then it fell apart. I could have left early on, but I loved you, and I thought there was something worth salvaging. Do you know, out of all the rubbish things you put me through, the one thing that scared me the most, time after time after time, the slamming of the front gate every time you had been out on a bender. Because I knew it was going to be another sleepless, violent night.
Mary, please, please forgive me. Please forgive me. I wouldn't have done all those wicked things to you if I had been in my right mind. And I didn't mean for you to fall down the stairs. When you were still, I didn't want to believe that terrible thought.
What terrible thought, Joe? Go on. Say it. Say it. That I was dead. 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 You put me through so much hurt down through the years that all I wanted to do was hurt you back. You remember the whiskey that you had hid around the house? Well, in the days leading up to my fatal fall, I had been adding a little something extra to it.